Magandang gabi mga katribo. Good evening. Ako po si Ivan Swing and welcome mga katribo sa isa na namang exciting na usapan dito sa The Athletes Tribune. Makakasama natin ngayon ay ang Philippine Women's Basketball Coach na si Coach Pat Aquino, na kasalukuyang head coach ng Philippine Women's National Basketball Team. Coach Pat, bumati muna po kayo sa ating mga tagapanood bago natin simulan ang ating kwentuhan.
Magandang umaga magandang gabi sa inyong lahat sa nakikinig. And kamusta, Ivan? And thank you for having me here sa show nyo.
My pleasure, Coach. Let's get the ball rolling po. First off, pwede niyo po ba kaming mabigyan ng updates on the current state of the National Women's Basketball Team?
Yeah, for now, we have started practicing already and preparing for the Southeast Asian game next year in Cambodia in May. So, as of now, we've been practicing 3 times a week and hopefully getting the girls in shape while Jack Animam is also here, taking the opportunity to really, make her feel how to play again. Because after her injury, ngayon lang ulit siya nakakapag-shoot around and, and playing with her teammates and of course, and then I'll be leaving in December 14, going to the States to really talk to mga Philam players na pwede natin magamit for the coming Southeast Asian game. And especially now that we have a go signal from President Al Pandillo that to have a naturalized player. So I'll be doing that also.
Wow, grabe ho. If I may ask, meron po ba kayong hinahanap na specific sa isang naturalized player natin that would help us mesh sa Gilas Women's?
Siguro, particularly, we need a big girl, of course, definitely. But, as of the games are evolving now, we should have somebody na talagang be an all-around player, not just a big girl, but an all-around player. And hopefully we could get one na mapupunta at makasama natin this coming mga games in the future.
Coach, we have a lot of competitions coming up next year. So how is the coaching staff ensuring the girls won't be too fatigued come next year?
Yeah, that's why we started early now. That's how we progress on doing all of those things, especially with the Southeast Asian games in May and probably FIBA Asia Cup in September and also hinintay natin yung go signal net natin sa Asian Games. But aside from that, we try to cope up by preparing them well now in case na pag marami ng liga or marami ng tournament coming in next year. Preparado tayo. So, yun yung lagi ko sinasabi. I know it's too early to prepare, but this is the time, to develop your skills, your individual talent, and probably get to know more about your teammates pa. And so, marami pang darating. So, it's a good and positive problem for us.
Speaking of good and positive problems, Jack Animam as we saw, is well and doing some shoot-arounds, as you said. How happy are you that Jack Animam will be available for next year's set of tournaments?
Yeah, she committed already, and she said that, I'm really gonna be in the Southeast Asian Games, definitely, sabi niya. And more or less, pag hindi natuloy yung mga kontrata niya or mga tournament na darating in the few days, she'll be staying and really practicing with the national team, and that's good for us. Seeing her coming in is a boost already among their teammates, especially with us coaching staff and the team as a whole. Having Jack is a leader out there, and the experience that she got from the international tournament she did. I think it will be a very welcome sight for us to see Jack back and playing again for the national team.
Happy sight for any basketball fan here. Speaking of women's basketball, the UAAP has given as shown women's basketball tournaments again. For you, Coach, how crucial is it for you to see those kinds of tournaments back with the restrictions finally easing up?
Well, I'm so happy, that the UAP is back again with the women's tournament, and as far as I'm concerned, so happy to see girls playing again, and the talent and the pool of players coming around is very very big and getting bigger. So it again, it's gonna be it's a big problem. It's a good problem for us to have those players like one of his Casey De La Rosa, who's been a rookie in Ateneo, and she's been dominating on her part, and hopefully we could have her come into the program and hopefully help us in the future.
Para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, si Coach Pat ay dating head coach ng NU Lady Bulldogs and was responsible for the program kung bakit sila on that state now. Coach, as a former NU head coach, how proud are you na the team is still that team na binuo ninyo despite the win streak ending?
Well, I'm so happy pa rin, syempre. I think the time I left, we left it in good hands with Coach Aris. I know the streak is gone. It also saddens me, but that's the part of the game. You win some and you lose some, and I think it's not just losing the streak. It's the main goal is getting the championship as well. And I know they're capable in getting that championship, and wish them luck again. Especially Coach Aris and the rest of the girls who's been there and doing their hard work in securing the championship, the 7th championship for NU.
Coach, there are reports that Coach Aris gave the girls 24 hours to vent, to air out, to mourn, given on what happened on that game. Were you able to contact anyone from that team after that loss against LaSalle?
Some of the girls called me up, texted. They saying sorry. Sabi ko, you don't have to say sorry anymore. It's you have to move on, and you have to really focus on what's ahead of us. And prepare well. That's I think that's the main point in this kind of tournaments, that you have to really prepare coming into the games. You don't ease when you win some, and you think the things gonna be going well, but you really have to prepare. I've been telling this the past few years already, that most of the teams in the UAP is really, not surprisingly, but they're really improving a lot, and so fast that they're cutting up already on the program, and I as far as I'm concerned, that we before really have to really prepare and treat every game as a championship game or our last game, so that to it na talagang ibubuhos natin lahat para lang ma-secure natin yung win.
Speaking of LaSalle, Coach, have you and LaSalle head coach Cholo Villanueva have been able to contact each other recently, given on the events in the UAAP women's basketball scene?
Yeah, we talked some of when we played against the Bay Dragons, when I'm in Blackwater kasi rin. So we usually have some small chats and saying, hey Coach Cholo, I'm gonna invite your players, hopefully you could lend us your players for the national team. And he said, yeah, he's willing, and he said, anybody there you could pick, just let me know. And I think that small chat is that they're really improving, they're really prepared well this coming year, and I wish them luck also in the coming championship game.
That can only mean more options for you and the coaching staff in the national team. Maganda yung naging usapan natin so far, pero bago yan, we'll take a short break. Manatiling nakatutok, magbabalik ang The Athletes Tribune.
Welcome ka dito sa SM. Come as you are. Mahilig ka man sa pabago-bago o sa paikot-ikot. Yung nag-a-adulting or parenting. Ikaw na kulot. White-haired, purple-haired, kayong magkaibigan na nagkaibigan. Buong barkada. Yung gusto mo, chill lang. Or gawin yung feel mo lang. We know you're changing. So we're changing with you. Come on in. We're all in. At SM, you're always welcome here.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Magandang gabi mga katribo.
At muling nagbabalik ang The Athletes Tribune. Kasama pa rin natin si National Women's Basketball Head Coach Pat Aquino. Coach, let's continue with our conversation. Coach, when you first took the head coaching job in NU, was turning the team into a dynasty one of the visions you expected when you and your coaching staff took over the program?
Well, at the time, as far as everybody knows that, NU is the cellar dweller of the UEP at that time. It was fortunate for us that, with the backing of the management, the school, and with my coaching staff, we really turned it around. And we didn't really expect that to be having this kind of streak. We were targeting just to win the championship at first, but eventually it fell on us that, we have something very big and something beautiful with what we have, with, what we got from the players and the support and everything. We cannot just say that it was just me. The coach just made it all happen. No, it's not the coaching staff. It's not me, but with my coaching staff, with the players that we recruited, and the management supporting us, with the school backing us up. It was not an individual accolation, but all of us. That's why we call us as family, and we were fortunate to have that streak, and we try to not really try to build on that every day. That's what we have, and thank you that for having those things that we made it possible to have that winning streak and the championship that we have. At first talaga mahirap dahil recruiting of players pa lang mahirap na dahil I had to go around the country really. I have to go from north to Visayas to Mindanao just to recruit players and to have them, to have the best players available possible for us.
Coach, it's UAP final season again. NU versus LaSalle in the women's division. As a former head coach, looking from an outsider's perspective, what do you think does the Lady Bulldogs need to do to continue that championship streak?
Well, they have to really perform. That's they don't. They know that they are a stronger team. I think it's a matter of how they look at the coming championship game. I think they want to get back at LaSalle because they broke the streak for us, and I know their heart and soul. The kids the players that I have left there, I know they are. Their mindset is really to get the championship, and for LaSalle, it's gonna be who is better prepared, who is willing to do everything to get the championship out of NU. But NU, for me, it's still NU.
Not too far from the roots, Coach. Coach, how optimistic are you on the Lady Bulldogs' chances of getting another UAAP crown?
They're very big. I know these girls. I know they're gonna get back. I know with Coach Alice at helm. I think they're gonna be prepared coming into the games. Speaking of that, I've been talking with Coach Judy, and he said, they're really ready to go, and hopefully they get the championship again.
Coach, from the current NU batch, who are you excited to watch in the finals the most?
Well, I mean, all of them. Those are my players. Halos lahat sila yung iniwanan ko kasi naiiwan ko sila. So, but most of them are recruited by me, and I think I'm so happy seeing my Canuto being the head point guard already, which is backed up by Aloha Pitaño, and Camille and Mika Pacho has been, doing their job, being the leader out there for the Bulldogs, and to see Ann Pingol and Angel Sorada stepping up. I mean, they all have that international experiences, and of course Miss Christine Cayabia, who's been one of the best coming out as a rookie right now. So I know they have something in their sleeves to fulfill that goal and get that championship again.
Coach, there are a lot of basketball programs also in the women's division, the UAP, UST, FEU, LaSalle. But what makes the NU Bulldogs so good, even with other universities also rising up in their programs?
Right, probably we're one of the luckiest one that I think the thing that we made us solid coming into the games is that we were together going in. Nobody's gonna be one outside of the circle. Everybody's pitching and focus on what we're gonna do. The management, I told you, the coaching staff and the players, they build it. They build it emotion, that mental toughness. They're hardworking, and everything it's all about basketball and winning the championship. And I think those characteristics makes us tougher to be beaten. So with that, I think one more championship coming up.
Bold prediction, Coach. But as everyone would say, there's always that phrase, one game at a time. And now, Coach,
Yes.
to get game
Yes,
one,
of course.
yeah. Coach, game one, what do the Lady Bulldogs need to accomplish to get that early lead?
Again, be tough out there. Play well as a team. I think nobody is one man from the NU side. I think you need everybody to be part of the game, and not just an individual player. And I think that the thing that we always say na, no I in a team. Yeah. So we bring that out every time, and I think they can do it.
All right, Coach. Before we let you go, would you like to say a few words to the fans of women's basketball and NU fans in extension?
Yeah, again, to all the Gilas fans, I'd like to say thank you again for the support that you've been giving us, the prayers, and we hope to be with us again in the coming years, in the upcoming tournaments next year, so that we could give you the much accolades again that we always bring out for the country and for everybody. And again, to the UAP fans, this is gonna be a good, exciting finals between NU and LaSalle. Hope to see you there, and may the best team wins. And I know, I wish them good luck, but go NU.
Will you be watching the games po live, Coach?
Yeah, I probably watch the next game, but medyo busy lang talaga yan kasi I'm leaving. So I hope that I could watch one of the games live.
Hope to see you there, Coach. Again, thank you po sa time and good luck on the women's national team.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, everyone, for, thank you and God bless. Stay safe.
Thank you po. Mga tribu, see you again for next week. And sa muli, sa ngalan ni Nikki Viola, ako po si Ivan Swing para sa The Athletes Tribune. Bye-bye.
Magandang gabi mga katribo. Magandang gabi mga katribo. Magandang gabi mga katribo.